Welcome to the Explainer. We're diving into a story today that really gets you thinking, does love actually have a memory? We're going to follow this promise, this one moment between a father and his daughter, and see how it just ripples through their entire lives. So let's start with this quote right here. This one sentence, this promise. It's where it all kicks off. And yeah, it seems pretty simple on the surface, right? But trust me, it becomes the foundation for absolutely everything that happens next. It's like the anchor for this whole story. Okay, so where do we start? Well, like a lot of great stories, we have to go back in time. Years ago, in fact, to a really simple conversation between a little girl and her dad who was, well, he was always working. So try to picture it. You've got this little girl, and she's worried because she can see just how wiped out her dad is from his job. But here's the thing, when she brings it up, he doesn't complain at all. Nope. Instead, he completely flips the script. He tells her his being tired isn't a bad thing, it's a choice, an act of love, all for her. All right, now let's jump forward in time because you know how it goes. As the years go by, the roles in a family can start to flip. The caregiver becomes the one who needs care. And that's exactly what's about to happen here. The whole dynamic between this father and daughter is going to change big time. And just like that, the years just fly by. That little girl, she grows up, does great in school, graduates, and starts building her own career. And her dad? Well, he's getting older right alongside her, and eventually he retires. This really shows the change perfectly, doesn't it? On one side, you have the dad he used to be, the provider, the protector, always on the go. And then on the other side, that's the reality now. He's retired, he moves a bit slower, his back hurts. And with that physical shift, a whole new kind of worry starts to creep in for him. He starts thinking, man, am I just slowing her down? He feels like a burden. But her reaction is everything. She doesn't just brush it off. She just holds his hand a little tighter. She gives him that same patience, that same unconditional love he always gave her. You can really see it now, can't you? The roles have totally started to flip. So they have this really beautiful, unspoken understanding between them. It's powerful. But it doesn't take long for the outside world to start weighing in with some pretty critical opinions. And the first challenge? It comes from the one person you'd think would be in her corner, her boyfriend. His first reaction when he sees her dad is just so dismissive. Is this old man your dad? He doesn't even see him as a person, just an inconvenience. And wow, it gets even worse. He basically gives her an ultimatum. This isn't a conversation, it's a demand. He's making her choose between him and the man who, taught her everything about what it means to be loyal and to love someone. Her answer, though, it's immediate. It's firm. There's zero hesitation. To her, it's simple. If you don't respect my father, you don't respect me. Period. She makes it absolutely clear where she stands. But the pressure isn't just coming from him. Even her friends start giving her a hard time. They see her cutting plans short, and they just don't get it. They see it as a burden, not devotion. And their advice is always the same practical thing. Just put him in a home. Your life would be so much easier. And all that chatter, all that criticism from the outside, eventually it starts to seep in. And this is where it gets really tough. The biggest conflict isn't with her boyfriend or her friends, it's the one that starts brewing inside her dad's own mind. Yeah, her father starts to internalize all that negativity. He starts hearing those voices, and he begins to see himself the way they see him, not as a father she loves, but as a problem, a burden. And this is what leads us to the real emotional peak of the story. And this is it. This is the moment he actually offers her an out. And it's just heartbreaking because it's coming from a place of love. He tells her, maybe they're right. Maybe you should put me in a home. He's using their words against himself. He's willing to sacrifice his own happiness so she can have that easier life everyone's talking about. But her response, it's what ties this whole thing together. She doesn't get mad. She doesn't fight him on it. Instead, she does something incredible. She connects this exact moment all the way back to the very beginning, bringing the story full circle. It's a really powerful moment. With tears in her eyes, she doesn't argue about today. She just takes him back in time, all the way back to when she was that little girl. She asks him if he remembers something he told her, a promise he might not even remember making. And there it is. She repeats his own words right back to him. It's like an echo of that love from all those years ago. And just like that, she completely changes the conversation. What she's doing for him, it's not a burden, it's not a sacrifice, it's just love, answering love. And then she starts listing it all out for him. You cooked for me. You fed me. You put me to bed. You never gave up on me. She's reminding him of all the times he was tired for her. She's showing him that this isn't some chore. It's just paying back a debt of love, a debt she's so happy to repay. So, right here, she makes his promise her own. She's saying, so no matter how tired I get, I'll never stop taking care of you. She's accepting it all, the tiredness, the changed plans, and not with anger, but with love. Because to her, it's a tiny price to pay to care for the person who cared for her first. And that right there is the heart of it all. It's a simple but really profound truth that just cuts through all the noise and doubt. True love, it has a memory. It remembers. It lasts longer than tired bodies, longer than what other people say, and it even lasts longer than our own doubts about ourselves. Because love, it just doesn't forget.